Hey, welcome to college football. My name is Jesse. Before you jump into that video, make sure you visit coolatman100x.com to get custom ebooks and other things that's available on the website. Link will be in the description below. Also, visit the NFLShop to get yourself some Kansas City's Chiefs gear and your own personal team gear as well. And also, all the other sponsors will be in the description below. Now, back to Kool-Aid.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Kool-Aid Man 100X. Welcome to college football. How you doing? We're going to be doing another deep dive. So we're going to be jumping into the Air Force offensive playbook. We're going to be jumping into Flexbone normal. I'm going to be looking at a mini scheme that I came up with. It was kind of tricky, but I'm confident you might like this stream. Like I'm like stream, not stream. Scheme. That's what I'm trying to say. You might like this scheme at Flexbone. I really think nobody really broke down Flexbone. You know, so it's pretty complex, but it's going to work. Trust me. You might like it. It's going to work. Listen to me. The play we're going to be coming out in is flood. The audibles are going to be X-dig, PA, HB dive, counter option, rocket toss. Now, this formation is very, very unique. How it's set up, it's weird. So for one, how the whole line is set up is fucking confusing. So, but I think I figured it out. I really think I figured out a mini scheme for Flexbone that will actually be tricky, but it will work. Weird, but it'll work, but it's safe, because a lot of these plays in Flexbone are not safe to run. They're really not. I didn't try them all, and I think this is the best thing I can come up with. So, just like I said, get your popcorn, get your notepad, open up the notepad in your phone, get your snacks, get your blankie. We're about to go into a deep dive, so pay attention. All right, we're coming out in flood, right? Flood. This is pretty much it. So we're coming out in flood. So, the first play in flood is that, I hate to say this, how can I put it? It's two adjustments. Now, I couldn't find no other adjustment that'll work but this. Now, you have a motion with triangle, automatic motion. They're probably gonna think of the play action. It's not. Only thing you want to do is drag circle and put R1 in a flat. The reason why I say put R1 in a flat is that when you don't, and he runs that regular route, he hits the offensive line. Prime example. Now, when you run into play regularly, it works. It really works. But my only gripe is that you see that shit? You see how he runs into the line? I'm gonna show you an instant replay. You see what I'm talking about is that when you go and run that play regularly, let me get him here. He does the motion. Look, you see how this shit just fucks everything up. And by the time you get out there, I don't have nobody to throw to. Well, I do, but I really want to hit him, but I can't, because he's jumbled up doing this stuff here. He's literally jumbled up in this situation. So to avoid that, circle, drag, right, and R1 flat. So when you run the flat, for some apparent reason, he goes right through. I do not understand that. The weirdest stuff ever. Now, you've seen the way it jumbled up before. Now he goes straight through. I have not slide protect or nothing. It just works better. I don't know if this is a college football problem or what, but when you run this play regularly, it works sometimes, but it's like he get jumbled in the line every single time. So in order to avoid that crash up in that line, you see that situation in that line, to avoid that, you want to put him in a flat. I recommend putting him in a flat. That's just me. So the full adjustment on this is flat, circle, drag. That's it. That's all you need. The reason why I say that is that X is going to be your prime receiver. And the reason why I say that, he cuts underneath the corner. So what I mean about that is you put him in a drag, put R1 here and into a flat. He motions out and blocks for you, right? But this guy here is going to be open right there. That's your main target. That's it. You got your main target, which would be either R1, circle, your two main targets, but your real deep throw is going to be X. That route is hella different because it's hard, it's easy to guard, but wouldn't be expected. A lot of people wouldn't put zones there because they would be thinking he's going to the street. So that's why I put the drag and the flat route there. Because if I see it being guarded and I know you're in zone or you're using, and I have two checkdowns, automatically giving me extra yards down the field. Plain and simple. That's just the first play. So we're going to move to X dig. X dig is a little different. So what we want to do for X dig, we want to put circle in a post, right? We want to put square. You want to reroute this guy. You want to put him in a table route. You want to adjust it there. You want to reroute that into a table route so it can look like that, right? Cool. You want to put triangle on a drag. Keep that drag that they already have, right? Because it goes into a split. You got a lower drag and you got a high drag. See the difference? So now when you run it, so now you got the R1 open, you got the two drags open, you got the post route, and you got the table route. So now in this instant replay, I can show you the routes that's literally open. So now you got the running back, bam, right there. You can hit automatically on the dime. A lot of people. The drag, dime, another drag, dime, table route. You can actually throw this ahead of him, dime. He already taken both of the free safeties and the corner down. He already got 3 people occupied. So now you got 3 people to throw to. It's a 3-on-3 situation. So that's why I said for that dig, it's very unique. So just like I said for the adjustment again, we're going to put square in a in route. We want to custom stem him, put him that route there. You want to redrag triangle and put circle and a post. So it'll be set up just like this. You got 3 routes you can hit automatically, which is my favorite. Him right there. Easy route. Very easy. So you got the 2 plays. Now you got PAHB dive. You have a motion in this situation. Now, to run this play is going to be a little different. So what we want to do here is we want to block the running back. We want to block him, right? But we can't. Crazy stuff, right? You can't block him. You're stuck with the play. And I hate it. When I mean it brung the scheme down, but it didn't bring the scheme down. But you can't adjust. It's stuck in one play. Oh my God, why? So cool, no problem. R1 and square is basically your targets. X can be, but R1 and square are going to be your targets. Now, you have to really pay attention because it goes into a fake. You see what I'm saying? And that's what made me put it in the audible because it's very unique but different because the play opens up circle and you have to look for circle. If you don't, he won't be there. Because if you look for circle, you got to look for the square across the field. So it's unique but different in the same type of instance, but you have to be able to look downfield. Now, when you playing PAHB dive, it's going to be tricky because you can't make adjustments, but you have to look down the field because when that fake comes, you got to be able to throw the circle. But the only thing that makes this play sucks is that you can't maneuver. Well, you can, but after the play is gone, you see how you have to wait for it to develop. But when it does, it opens up a big play for you. This play is good in Ultimate Team where you have a 99 line basically. But if you run it, you have to look downfield. That's the only way this play is literally going to work. Because if they're in zone, you're fucked. See, if they're in zone, you're pretty much fucked. But if you can go up and make a play like that, you're good. If you can user anything down the field in situations like this and just take it over, and you can go down there and use that receiver, bam, you got it. You ain't got no problem. So it comes down to that situation. Now, we then went through all the plays. So we have counter option and rocket toss. Now let me explain. The counter option is an option within a counter, within a dive, within a pitch. Now, you have to practice this play. You have to. The reason why I say you have to is because it's very, very risky. The reason why I say it's very risky because you're taking control of the quarterback, you're pitching it, or you're running with the quarterback, but you have to look for hit sticks. Now, when you're running counter, it's a counter within an option. Very unique. So I thought it was hella unique because it's adding different plays. So when you counter, come across and you pitch it, it's risky. The reason why I say it's risky is because you automatically coming out with the quarterback into a fake pitch, right? You coming into a fake counter. He turns around, right? Fake the pitch, come inside, draw him in, fake the pitch inside. You see how it's risky? This is very risky, but you're going to have to take risk, right? The reason why I say this, that play is very unique. It's very risky. So you have to practice, and it's very RNG-ish, you know what I'm saying? So you never know what might happen. But if you run it and practice it correctly, oh my God, you can do some very dangerous shit with this play. So the reason why I say it's risky and I recommend you practice this is because it brings so much dynamic to the team. So in this one, I'm saying it's risky. Then I'm going to tell you this. Let's say if you want to max protect it, it's still very risky. The reason why I chose this risky play is because it's a hell of a reward in the end of it. So when you max protect, yeah, you see how he still gets there? But see what I'm saying with the pitch? It puts in the linebacker. So the order to make this play work correctly, and it's very fucking risky, is you have to pitch here. You have to pitch here. The only reason I risk it doing this because I like to force the defense to follow me. Because if I do, I can fake it to him and I can get all this open field over here. But just like I said, it's risky. But the correct way is you have to pitch here. You have to pitch there. If you're not advanced enough to pitch up here, you ain't gonna be able to do it. Now, to run the counter is you have to practice it. You know, you have to practice. But if you get advanced enough to run this stuff up there, man, you can do some crazy stuff. That's why I say you want to pitch in the back if you're basically learning this play. You want to be able to pitch here. That's when you pitch. But if you get more advanced to suck that linebacker in, this is where you pitch it. Further to the line. You're forcing them inside. I like to force the defense inside because if I force them more inside, that opens up my running back even more. Now imagine if I had Neil or, one of the Kansas players. Bam. You see, it's risky. See what I'm saying? You can only hit it once. So the reason why I say you want to practice this play, it makes it a little bit more deadly. So when you run it here, bam, out the middle, bam. Now, see how I'm forcing it inside? That's what I'm saying. It's risky. You have to see where the line is being developed. Now I'm like, okay, I'm about to force it. Now I'm inside the line. This is the line here. I'm inside. I'm inside the line here. I already forced everybody to me. Bam. Look how much open field I have to hit this play. So you have to time where you want to run this counter option. Very unique play after the scheme. So once you get more advanced into it and actually, trying to get certain players out of there, it actually opens up the field even better. But you got to have a quarterback that can pitch well. So, Air Force don't really have any quarterbacks that pitch well. So if you got a very, Monroe and all people, that can pitch very well, you can do a lot of stuff with them. So, yeah, you can actually make this play a little bit more advanced for you. But the next one is the rocket toss. The rocket toss is pretty much set up like the Jets pass, basically. So once you get the rocket toss and go across the field, you automatically got good blocking. So all you got to do is just, pretty much truck your way down the field as much as you want. He got the whole right side of the field for you. When you add that to the counter and flip this play, he'll be thinking you had a quarterback the whole time, but you're actually running this. Is too much. It's really deadly off the block. So the rocket toss was pretty much self-explanatory. So I hope you enjoyed this mini scheme. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to become a member, link in the description below to get the hidden videos. I'll tell you that. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm out of here, guys. Deuces.